Hi, my name is Alexandra Pounds, and I'll be presenting on behalf of the authors of The More Than Fish, Framing Aquatic Animals Within Sustainable Food Systems. In this paper, we propose 7 points that food security policymakers and researchers must consider when evaluating the role of aquatic foods in food security. Environmental impacts and nutritional value of aquatic products for consumers can vary substantially based on the species and production system. For example, extensively raised tilapia in ponds versus intensively raised tilapia in cages. As a result, global aggregated data is unreliable at local levels. Disaggregating aquatic animals into diverse categories is important to understand their nutritional and environmental impact. While fillet yield is often used as a measure of edible yield, an edible portion extends beyond the fillet in many contexts. The nutrient contribution of aquatic animal products varies based on which part of the animal is consumed, as different parts of the animal have different nutritional profiles. And we shouldn't ignore byproducts. Disregarded non-edible byproducts are often retained within a food system, yet their contribution might be missed if the analysis is only framed around the fillet. LCAs integrating nutritional and environmental assessments should go beyond comparing certain foods based on a single nutritional characteristic, because food, and especially seafood, provide much more benefit to the consumer than any single macro or micronutrient. Attempts at assessing environmental impacts of any aquatic food in the context of human nutritional needs must also consider affordability and nutritional relevance, particularly for vulnerable populations. Assessing how specific aquatic foods contribute to nutritionally sufficient diets requires understanding the broader nutritional needs of the community and their specific nutritional challenges. We must also consider contextual understandings of food culture, including food pairings and the compound effect of nutrients from the broader diet. Preparation and preservation method practices can also create trade-offs between nutritional value and accessibility. For example, drying fish damages its amino acid profile, yet can provide critical nutrition during lean periods. The perception that locally sourced aquatic foods are more sustainable is problematic because it's uninformed of the highly globalized nature of these foods' production. For example, feed ingredients are transported all over the world. Export-oriented aquaculture in the global south has been criticized for exporting nutrients from food-scarce environments. Yet in some contexts, like Bangladesh, most of the byproducts, like the head and the shells, are retained in-country and supply local nutrition needs. The degree to which production is integrated within broader food landscapes or is located apart as isolated systems is critical to their characterization. European consumers' understanding of the seafood production system typically becomes polarized as a misleading wild is good and farmed is poor narrative. In policy discussions, aquaculture continues to be framed either positively, as a substitute for overexploited fisheries, or negatively, as a key pressure causing their failure through the trade in marine ingredients used in aquafeeds. Framing fisheries, aquaculture, and indeed agriculture as strictly different sectors is inappropriate given the high levels of physical integration and nutrient flow between them. Aquatic animal systems discussions need to be informed by wider food systems literature and the diversity of species and production systems. Discussions should include species and production level data analysis that compares nutritional outcomes with the environmental impacts contextualized by regional consumption preferences, affordability, and availability. Furthermore, discussions should contextualize the role of nutrients from aquatic foods in the broader diet and allow for the examination of different systems' impacts on different regions and populations. This will reflect the highly international nature of the global seafood trade and the circular economy therein, but also all nutritional outputs of aquatic foods, including co-products, rather than just the primary species.